Hey everyone, welcome back to Tea Time. Wow, I just finished that episode. That was literally insane. Talia, before we watch this trailer, what was your initial reaction to that? Like,
if you were to look like in the dictionary of stress, it would be me watching that episode.
like I do not get anxiety, and like I was like holding my side entire. I was like, the scenes where she's yelling, that was so clever of them to have Jules be in the other room when she was yelling. With like we were talking, how was Maddie gonna find out? To have Rue do it, like just so genius. That episode was genius. They did so well, for real.
It just was like nonstop. That whole episode, like my attention was never. It was like literally in that whole episode. I was not distracted at all.
No, and I can't believe Rue decided to jump out of that like house. Like, what were you thinking, Rue? Like, stick it out, figure out what's next. Like, I was praying that the cops was gonna catch her. Honestly, I was like, please, someone stop. Why didn't her mother call the cops? That was a lot. You know it's a lot when we didn't even see Nate or Cal. Like,
that's true. They're just like
we didn't see
sleeping
those
right now,
two,
like...
and it was right. We didn't see those two, and Lord have mercy. All right, let's jump into this trailer right now. That was crazy. Man, she did such a good job this week showing like addiction. I've heard so many people talk about
say the world would be a better place without me.
How Euphoria glamorizes things, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
I didn't mean any of it.
No, you can convince me that Zendaya's on drugs right now.
Literally.
You made it sound like an emergency.
I said it.
And we've been talking about those two.
Oh, she needs an exorcism.
Legit tea.
I'm not here to apologize.
Boy, I tell you.
Want to murder her.
When Maddie found out,
I have a few ideas.
Flashback to all my Latina women. I was like, Maddie's gonna handle her business. I
literally thought she would be more violent at that scene, but no, girl.
She said that. She literally said, she was like, I am about to get violent. If Kat wasn't there, it was over for Cassie.
Nah, I was hoping, I was like waiting for like a slap or something, like.
Oh. So was, I mean, it's looking like, so we're looking at this next trailer here. It's looking like she's plotting about killing them, potentially.
Oh God, I doubt it, but
do you
like.
Think she's gonna go that far?
Maybe like threat-wise, like try to scare them, but I don't think she's gonna kill them.
So
no way.
You talked about last video. You guys can go check that out. You talked about the tape. We see here that she has the tape. She's got a gun next to her. I mean, what do you think is gonna happen with that?
I don't know. I think she's probably gonna like use that as a way to threaten Nate and his family, I guess. I mean, I don't know how it's really gonna.
What could she do?
Like expose it, send it to the whole school or something.
Maybe to the police.
Give it to the police. Yeah, exactly. He was having sex with a minor. Like,
I know.
But like,
yeah, I know.
I mean, I can see it affecting Nate, but like I don't see it anything to do with like Cassie. So I don't know what she's planning on doing with her.
She says, I think I actually want to murder her. What about Nate? I have a few ideas. So, oh boy. I mean, like, they had us just like the drama running for this last episode. And now it looks like it's just about to take up to another level. Like, that was addiction, but this is like personal now with some of these things. How did you feel about that scene with Jules and just her having to finally hear Rue's addiction? Like, what was your reaction to that?
See, I feel like I need to rewatch that scene again because like initially I'm still mad at Jules for what she's been doing behind Rue's back, but I know at the same time like she does care about her. I don't know if she truly loves like Rue as like a partner, but like as a friend. I think she cares about her a lot. So I think seeing that, I was just like, damn, this really hurts for Rue saying to Jules, like, you mean nothing to me. I regret meeting you.
Right.
Da, 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 da. And I'm like, damn, like, I feel bad for Jules. Like,
I know.
no friend needs to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know why
And
Elliot was, like, what's he doing there?
Oh my goodness, man. He knew he was out of place and out of pocket. Poor Gia.
I know.
Gia's just been through it, man. And like, but Zendaya did so well in those scenes. The whole time I was thinking too, I'm like, why does Rue not just say these drugs belong to some drug lord or drug person? And there was that. So in that scene, she's like is sitting on the ground and she's like, Mom, like, I screwed up. Like, I don't really mean those things. Like, Zendaya is so good at doing this 180. And like, you can really feel too that like she genuinely does feel bad. But at the same time, she's like, I got bigger issues than to be worrying about emotions right now. Like, I got to come up with 40 grand or whatever it is, 20 grand.
Yeah. And also, I was also confused too, because like, there are moments where she like clicked in being sad and then clicked in being like, where are the effing drugs, Mom? Like, where are they? Kind of like acting in a way to, you know, push Mom to actually showing her where the drugs are. So I wasn't sure if, you know, like her feeling very like sad was an act still or not. Like, is she still trying to act her way into getting back the drugs, or is she really feeling disappointed in what's going on?
I think it's a combination of both, right? Because she is addicted. So part of her truly does hate and feel that hate towards them because they have taken this thing away from her that, you know, makes her feel, and she doesn't want to feel, as she was saying repeatedly, you know, I want to die, I don't feel this. But simultaneously, she's like, God, this isn't me. Like, I'm saying these hateful things and I don't mean it. But at the same time, she's like, I do hate these people because they taking this thing away from me. And I think that is a conflict with addiction that a lot of people don't realize. And I'm really glad that they showed that, because like I said, like, I think a lot of people think like addiction is, oh, you're out in the streets and you're partying and you're being reckless and you're not doing your homework or your responsibilities. But I think it's a lot more gray than that sometimes, because it's like she said, she's like, I cannot get better. I've tried this. I've gone to rehab. And she thought she was going to the emergency room, which was like, you know, to help her physical pains. But when she heard rehab, it was kind of like, you know, you tried to make me go to rehab. And I said, no. Like, that whole song really, it's about like going to rehab and it doesn't work. And I think a lot of times with mental health issues, people try to get therapists, you try to go into rehab or situations, and people go in thinking, okay, that's it. But they don't realize that it is a much deeper thing. And an example of that is Cassie. Cassie's sitting there, she goes, Rue, we'll work on it together. And she's all bubbly. And it's like, Rue was like, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. You know, you live this privileged little life where everything's bubbly and roses. You know what I'm saying? And so I think they use Cassie to juxtapose that situation to be like, the people think it's that easy. Oh, we'll take it one step at a day. And it's like, when you're that addicted and low, you're like, I don't give a what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about, you know? So. And
I think we're to see, like, and they said that before, like, Rue's gonna hit rock bottom. And I think the way, from what I've hear people say, really someone needs to change when they are, like, they need to fail at, like actually see failure to really make a difference. And I think that's what's gonna happen to Rue. Like, at some point in this season, she's really gonna hit it. She's really gonna feel that, like, oh, I messed things up bad and I need to like change right now. Yeah. So it's sad that, you know, that's addiction. Like, people like just recently I finished Shameless and they had like an episode like Fiona just hitting like rock bottom. And her brother was like, don't help her at all. She needs to feel what it's like to be in rock bottom.
And it's interesting because, like, as I'm sitting here watching this show with my girlfriend, she was like, why don't they just like let her go? Or like, you know, if that were me, if I were Jews, I would have slapped her. It's really not that simple, because when you love someone, you care about them. It's like there's this irrational optimism that you have of like, no, I'm gonna fight for this person, I'm gonna fight for this person, there does come a point, as we mentioned in last week's video, where you just say, there's nothing I can do. And that's where you try to get professional help, you try to put them into a home. But yeah, that episode was crazy.
It was. And yeah, very, very sad too.
Great episode. Euphoria crushing it. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it. Make sure you comment below what you thought about this. Subscribe if you haven't. We make new videos every week. We're covering Euphoria. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.